Good morning. I'm Vivek Ram R, your Surgeon Terms for today's meet. I welcome you all to the 159th meet of SICASA Speakers Forum Bengaluru. And we are back with the butterfly sessions that we have missed the most. We all shall have to abide by three ground rules that is set by the forum. First, unmute yourself only when you're called upon to speak. When you've got the opportunity to speak, make sure you don't touch upon sensitive topics such as caste, creed, religion, or sex, and keep your videos on so that it encourages the speaker to connect better with the audience. Don't we all believe that whatever we want to achieve or what we aspire for will always happen? And if someone were to ask how, we would know the answer for it. This is the magic of believing. We believe it so hard that it is bound to happen by any means or even through conjuring. And ever wondered what is the color of magic? It is octarine. You can find the color in my background. It is a mix of turquoise, green, purple. Now, let me have the opportunity to introduce to you this person who has limitless energy and is a person of charisma and who faces any challenges that comes her way. It is my privilege to introduce to you our current president, Ms. Christy Maria Babu. Over to you, Ms. President.
Thank you so much, Vivek, for your wonderful introduction. Uh, if we believe in magic, we live a magical life. Happy morning to all the eloquent speakers in the meet. Let me pose a question to you. How many of you believe in the beginning of your CA journey that you're going to become CA within a span of 4 to 5 years? I need your response. Please unmute yourself and say that. How many of them believe strongly that you're going to become CA within a span of 4 to 5 years? Yes, what about Bhargav? Yes, Surabhi is there. Okay, Vivek Ram. And Bhargav.
Yes, I did. But
Yes. So there are two categories of people. The first category are the people who believe that might be I become a CA, might be I may not, or else, okay, there are 50% chances of becoming a CA or 80% chances of becoming a CA. But there are the second category of people who believe that what will happen in my life, I'm going to become CA because that is my dream. That is my goal to become a CA, one of my biggest goal to become a CA. And when you speak that, if your hands, the goosebumps you can see in your hands, then I'm telling you, you're definitely going to become CA within a span of 4 to 5 years, or anyways, you are going to become a CA because what you believe is what you are or what you're going to be. And if the Edison or the Graham Bell would not have thought about the invention of electricity or the telephone, that would not have happened, because these things the normal people cannot even imagine that these things can happen. Just because of belief, these things have been happened. Few years back, I read one of my favorite book, The Alchemist, written by Paulo Coelho. In the book, there is a protagonist, Santiago, who is a shepherd boy, and he always used to get a dream, but he is not able to make out what the dream is all about. He went to the gypsy, and the gypsy said that he is going to find a treasure near the pyramid. So he believed in his dream and set it out journey towards the pyramid by selling all his ships. So throughout the journey, he faced a lot of troubles, like he was being robbed, he was being penniless. He worked for a few years in a shop to get the money to travel further. And throughout the journey, so many obstacles came to him that pulled him back towards what he was. But he had a strong desire, strong belief that he is going to find the treasure within a span, or he don't have any limit for that. He just tried and tried and tried, and at the end, towards the end, he reached the pyramid where he found out where the treasure actually is. That is where he found he used to have his dream. That is the power of believing. If you believe something, definitely it's gonna happen, because that is a magic believing. While believing, if your thoughts are strong, the vibrations which is generated by the thoughts will have the power to attract what you have actually believed or imagined. So that will automatically make you close to your dreams. That is the power of imagine. So a famous French psychologist, Dr. René Fodo, has said that Hitler had a remarkable understanding of the law of suggestion. The law of suggestion states that when an idea is focused upon it, it becomes magnified. So it was with the uncanny skills and the mastery showmanship that he mobilized every instrument of propaganda in his mighty campaign of suggestion. Hitler openly stated that the psychology of suggestion was a terrible weapon in the hands of anyone who knows how to use it. You know how well he have utilized the psychology of the suggestion. He has he has propagated his pictures and his ideas in all the billboards, walls, and everywhere around the German. And by saying repetitively the things, the people of German or the Germans believe that people of Germany, the Germans believe that believed in the ideas of Hitler. They believe that they are the people who are going to rule the entire world. So the belief can be either for a negative cause or a positive cause, but the power of belief is so strong that what you have believed definitely going to achieve. So always make sure that what you believe has a positive cause. So that will create happiness not only to you but also to others. I know that it is difficult for an average person who knows nothing of the subject to accept the idea, but it is truth that the image created in a man's mind that gives the reality to the world outside him. Begin in desire if you ever hope to achieve anything. Thoughts attract to which it is directed. The affirmations, the repetitions play their part. And the same affirmations of the chant lead to belief. And once the belief become a deep conviction, things began to happen. So don't use your energy to worry. Use your energy to believe what you have dreamt of. Thank you. Now, let me invite the secretary of the SICASA Speakers Forum. She is a district level throwball player and a CA intermediate student. And she's a very convivial and friendly person. And the energy which she holds is awesome. So without further ado, let's invite Ms. Srishti Estaja to read the minutes of the 158th meet of our SICASA Speakers Forum. Over to you, Srishti.
Thank you, Madam President, for such kind words. Am I audible? Minutes of 158th meet held on 22nd August 2021. Commencement of the meeting. Scheduled time 4 p.m. Actual opening time 4 p.m. Suggested terms. Aditya Kollapuri welcomed all the members and introduced the theme and word of the day. He then explained the guidelines and code of conduct of the meeting. He wished good luck to all the participants for semifinals and finals. Special address. CA Shivram Bhatt, Chairman of SICASA Bangalore, welcomed CA Jayacharya, Chairman of Board of Studies at ICI. In his special address, he mentioned about ICI BOS mobile app and quoted that Brain is an app, and also shared his views on entrepreneurship and said chartered accountant can do wonders in entrepreneurship. Presidential address. Christy Maria Babu delivered the presidential address in a vigorous manner. She spoke about the importance of debating. Debating can help you to become a good orator. It improves your research skill and emotional content. She also quoted that if you can dream it, you can do it. Prepared speech. Vivek Ram gave his P5 on traveling and on importance of traveling. He also mentioned 5 main reasons for travel, which includes to learn about the distinct culture, to live the moment, to value experience over things, to learn to go with the flow, to learn to open up to new places. Master of Ceremony and Debate Competition. Srivatsa GN surveilled the meeting and debate competition Vak Yuddham in a gracious manner. He introduced all the speakers, role players, and kept the audience endorsed. The debate competition Vak Yuddham was organized as a tribute to C. A. Subramaniam Chittur sir, the founder of SICASA Speakers Forum Bengaluru. 8 teams were selected from the prelims, which was conducted on 15th August, to participate in semi-finals. The topics of semi-finale includes the increase in the rate of unemployment is due to advancement in technology. Boarding school is harmful to students. Everyone should buy electric cars. Healthcare should be free for everyone. Out of these 8 teams, 4 teams were selected for finals. The teams were Team 11, Team 9, Team 12 and Team 10. The topics for finals were single-sex schools versus co-ed schools, beauty versus brains. Team 9, Ritti and Aparna won the debate competition. All these teams gave their best in competition. General evaluation. The general evaluator of the meeting was Mr. Giri Chittu. He evaluated the meet in smooth and energetic manner, encouraging all the participants, members and office bearers. Mr. Giri Chittur and Mrs. Sri Devi were the judges for debate competition and selected the participants for finals and declared the winner of the meet. Winners of the meeting. Team 9 was declared as the winners of debate competition. Harsh Tantia was declared as the best listener of the meet. Closing remarks by President. Christy Maria Babu, the President, expressed her gratitude to all the participants for attending the meet and making it successful. Meeting adjourned at 7:35 p.m. Thank you. Over to you, Christy.
Thank you so much, Srishti. So for the wonderful minutes reading. And before moving into the next session, we take this privilege to honor the winners of the SICASA debate competition, which was conducted on 15th and 22nd August, the Vak Yuddham, as a tribute to C.A. Subramaniam Chittur. So let me share the screen. Okay, the first place goes to the team Riddhi Garg and Abarna Bansal. Congratulations to both the winners. And the second place goes to Hariprasad V and Harinita Bhupati. So the certificates will be sent to all the participants for their participation, and the winners, the momenters will be given, and even e-certificates will be given. So congratulations to all the winners of our debate competition. Next. Now it's a time to invite the master of ceremony of the meet. And this person, he is a CA finalist, and he was a past president of our SICASA Speakers Forum. And his areas of interest includes, and his hobbies includes reading books, and he's interested in stock market trading. Without further ado, let's invite Mr. Bhargav AB. Over to you, Bhargav. Bhargav, please unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yes.
Happy morning to one and all present here. I need a response.
Happy morning.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning.
Good morning.
Happy morning.
Yes. Today we are here to celebrate the magic of believing. The magic that made the humanity so powerful. It's just not a statement. It's one of the key areas or key characteristic of being a woman. What it means is it's very essential for every human being on this planet to believe in something, to stay alive. I will give you an example. I need answer. I will pick up one of the person, Srushti Chhaja. Can you just unmute yourself?
Hi, Bhagu.
Do you have an idea that tomorrow morning you are like 100% sure that tomorrow morning you will be there to see the world? Probably not. But you plan for your CA, you plan for your life, you plan for everything, whatever is going to happen in next 25 years or maybe 50 years. That is the power of believing. Even though we know where we are going to be in next few days or few years, the only thing what makes us to stay grounded or stay whatever we want to do in our life, it's believing. That is the power of believing. It's just not a motivational quote, or it's just not a motivation. It's not at all a motivation. It's an essential ingredient to being a woman. Until or unless you believe in something, you can't stay alive, because that's an essential characteristic if you want to strive in this world. So with this, we try to think positive and work upon believing ourselves, believing the things around us, believing that this world is a better place to live, without complaining much about anything which is going wrong. Just see the positive side of everything, each and everything that happens to you. And if you see that, it will make a life beautiful. It will make a life worthwhile to live. With this, today I am fortunate enough, or today I am feeling myself fortunate enough to introduce a person. In my life, I always wanted to meet one guy who is all India rank in his CA finals. And today that dream, or that one dream, fulfilled, because we have a person who is all India rank holder in his CA final. He is an international speaker. His speaking ability is so well that I got inspired myself after seeing him speaking at one of the conferences he attended. And the most important characteristic I liked about him is his humbleness. He achieved so much at a very young age, being a CA at 22, 23, an international speaker, and having a lot of feathers in his cap. Then as well is humbleness, which made him so special, and I always cherish to tie up with him, or to be with him for development of things. And one more thing which I connect with him is, he always think of developing or giving back to society. So with this, a wonderful friend, a wonderful person to like evaluate the thing, an international speaker, we welcome Mr. Tabish. Tabish, over to you. Can you explain your role?
Hello, is my voice clear?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes. A happy morning to one and all present here. I'm the general evaluator. I'm here to do what people on a normal basis do. Evaluate everything and everyone that's happening right now. Yes? If you can look at me right now. Yes. So this is the first time I'm using WebEx. So had some issues, some technical issues. We are all accustomed to it, still are very much problematic to these technical issues. So had a bit of technical issues because it's the first time I'm using WebEx. Hopefully I'll cope up with them. But the entire session of 2 hours, every detail of what's done, what's not done, what could be done better, is what I'd be trying to uncover as a general evaluator. So to help me with this, I have my tag team. So we have the grammarian, we have the R counter, we have the listener. So can we call the R team to come on and explain their rules?
Bhargav, you can call one by one the roll takers.
Yes. Can I request Srushti to explain her role?
So, am I audible? Good morning, everyone. This is Srushti Chhajet. My role as a filler word counter is to listen carefully to all the speakers and record all the instances in which a filler word is used. Filler words are those words, sounds, gestures used in the speech which does not add any meaning to the speech. It reduces the speech and credibility of the speaker. Common filler words are so, you know, I mean, okay, basically, right, well, I mean, repetition words, long vowels, At the end of the meet, I'll give my report on this. Thank you. Over to G.
Yes. Next, can we have the grammarian for the day?
Hi, good morning. My name is Ambarish. Am I audible? Yes. So my role as a grammarian is to look over the grammar. I remember a joke. The past, the present, and the future walked into a bar, and they were all tense. This is a morning humor to start the session with. So I will look forward I will also look into the word of the day, which is conjuring. Uh, it means the magic or illusion. So I will give my report towards the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, grammarian. Do we have the listener as well?
Yeah. Happy morning, everyone. This is Monish, today's listener. Being a good listener is just as important as being a good speaker. So, as a listener, today I will be noting down all the points or all the words which are being used by all the speakers, any of the speakers, and I will be posing the questions at the end of the meet. The one who answers all the questions or most of the questions will be considered the best listener. So, all the best, guys. Over to
Thank you,
you.
Monish. So, do we have any other rules I've missed out on?
Timer.
Timer, sir.
Timer. Yes.
Yes,
Time plays such an important role, yet we seem to forget it every time. So, can I call upon the timer to explain his role?
yes. Good morning to everyone. Hi. Can I get a response?
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Yeah. Thank you for all the response. Uh, Today the timer. To start with the quote, your future is created by what you do today, not tomorrow. And today is a result of yesterday's deed. Which means everything lies on today. So time isn't such an important role. To brief about rules, prepared speakers have 5 to 7 minutes, minimum of 5 minutes and maximum of 7 minutes. I will be commenting in chat box 5 minutes once, 6 minutes once, and 7 minutes once. All the prepared speakers have a look at comment box while giving their speech. And for butterfly speakers, we have minimum of 1 minute and maximum of 2 minutes. I'll be commenting for 1 minute, 1.5 minutes, and 2 minutes. All the best to all of them, prepared speakers and speakers. Thank you. Thank you. That was my role.
Thank you, Sir Gautam. My voice is still audible, right? Yep.
Yes.
So, the magic of believing. During my CA final preparation, CA final is an ocean in itself, and everything in the world which has never happened before is bound to happen when you're doing your CA. So, 6 months into preparation, I was totally lost. I didn't know what was happening. Was I going in the right way? Is it ultimately going to be fruitful or not? So, to be very frank, I was totally depressed. I gave my exams in January. It was supposed to happen somewhere around November, but somewhere around October, I couldn't push. I'd pushed myself enough. There was nothing left, not even an ounce of effort left. I'd put everything. But finally, when I just had 1 month, I felt like I couldn't give in anything. The opt out came, I opted out, but still I was totally confused. I didn't know what was going on, what to do, how to proceed further. So one day, all of a sudden, I was just sitting and speaking to my dad. I told him, I don't even know, I have put in so much efforts. Would I be in a position to clear this exam even? I don't know if all these efforts are just futile. My dad has seen me put in all the hard work. To be very frank, I'm a very lazy guy. But I had the resolve that this is going to be probably the final exam I'm ever going to give, and I need to put in everything I have. So my dad, my parents, everybody had seen the work I had put in. So when I said this, I don't even know if I'm going to clear the exam or not. Dad just said one thing. If you don't clear, then who else will? I mean, if my son cannot clear this exam, nobody can clear the exam. That was the belief he had in me. That belief gave me the power, gave me the wings to go towards my dreams, to chase my dreams, knowing that I have the ability. Sometimes all we need is someone to come in there and push us, tell us that we can do it. The power of believing not just means that we need to believe in our own self, it also means that we need to be that friend, that cushion who believes in others that they can achieve it too. Like my friend Bhaskar did it for me. This is the first time I'm doing general evaluation. He told me, you can do it. That's why I'm here, facing all the technical issues on a Sunday morning with all of you guys. So we'll meet probably at the end of the session with my general evaluation report. Over to the MC.
Thank you, Tabish, and all the role players. Am I audible? Yeah. Thank you, all of you. With every one speaker, I just want to give one small antidote or one small situation which makes us believe that there's a lot of power of believing. How many of you seen? Of course, everyone has seen that birds are flying high in the sky. I think yes, right? I need a response. Yes. The bird with such a small feathers, they fly in the sky. What makes them fly so high in the sky is the belief on their feathers that they will not fall apart in the down, and that makes them to fly so high. That is the power of believing. It's not at all restricted to human beings. It's always applicable to each and every creature on this planet. With this, today, am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Yeah. With this, today I want to welcome a first prepared speaker. When I asked her about her introduction, she said just one line, become an inter student. I said, I need more information about you. And when I got that information, I thought this is exactly where she belongs, to SICASA Speakers Forum. She said she likes to mingle with people. She likes to make a network. She likes to speak with people. She likes to speak up. And it's very absurd to ask everything about her because she's only a person. We should listen for a person itself because she is giving a project one. Before welcoming her, I want to welcome an individual evaluator of the speaker, Christy, to give the guidelines.
Uh, Good morning, everyone, once again. So I'll be the individual evaluator for the P1, that is the project one, which is the icebreaker. The goal of the project is to prepare and deliver a speech talking about yourself. Make sure that your speech has an opening, body, and conclusion. And you can even share about 2, 3 anecdotes and the stories from your life that you believe that best represent your personality. And you can even talk about your hobbies, dreams, family, and places you have been lived in, and try to speak for a minimum of 5 minutes and a maximum of 7 minutes. And all the best to the speaker. Over to Bhargav, the MC.
So let's welcome our first prepared speaker, Miss Surbi Datri. Over to you, Surbi. Unmute yourself, Surbi.
Saurabh, you are not audible. Maybe earphones problem. Earphones problem, maybe.
You can unplug the earphone. So
You remove the earphones and try to speak.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, great.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Unmute yourself, Surbi.
Yes. Sorry for the technical glitches. Happy morning, everybody. स्वतःच्या जीवावर जगायला शिका. ಕೊಂಚ ಕಣ್ಣೀರು ಹಣ ತುಂಬ ಅಭಿಮಾನ ಪಡ್ತೀರಾ. Wondering what am I speaking of when speaking three different languages? I'm always confused to answer a question where I belong from. Whether to say I'm a Maharashtrian, Tamilian or a Kannadiga. Because my mother is a Maharashtrian. My birthplace is Kolhapur, Maharashtra. So by birth I become a Maharashtrian. But my father's family is a Tamilian family. But we were taught Kannada language, so we stay in Karnataka, so we were taught Kannada language and we speak Kannada at home. It is very difficult to answer which one. So as a justice to all, I started with Matrubhasha, Pitrubhasha and Boli Bhasha. Because if I had stayed in one city or town, it would be even more easier to say I have come from so and so place. But I have lived in Shivkashi for few years, that's in Tamil Nadu, Hubli for few years, and it's now 10 or 12 years more that's settled in Bangalore. It is very difficult to answer like this when we are shifting through different cities and come and settle at one place. I feel very different and proud to feel that I come from a cultural family. My father, B.V. Dattatri, is a vocalist, Carnatic classical singer. My mother is an artist, Nivedita Dattatri. Both of them teach the interested art lover music and drawing to various. They have already taught to various students. My brother, he's a Sanskrit assistant professor. He was learning violin, currently learning tabla. And me, Surabhi Dattatri, learning Bharatanatyam since several years under tutelage of my Guru, Guru Vidushi Prabhakini, and drawing from my mother. Not only my parents, but almost all the relatives from both the families are blessed with one or the other talent. May it be Hindustani classical or Carnatic classical or any other art form. So it brings a special feeling for me for being from a cultural family. And it's so obvious to have hobbies like drawing, listening to music, and dance is passion. That is life, I can tell it. because for me, profession and passion is both sides of a same coin that cannot be separated. And I generally do not expect anything from anybody. It's very rare. But the one dream or which I expect in future is today, me and my brother are being recognized by our parents' name. Whenever we meet, when someone meets, they tell you're B.V. Dattatri's daughter, right? You're Nivedita Dattatri's daughter, right? But one day it should flip. With their achievements in their life, we have been recognized like that. But one day I want, with our achievements in our chosen life, they should be recognized that you're Surabhi's parents, right? Or Mayur's parents, right? And that is only one thing I dream and expect in future. Speaking about the past incidents, the memories, there are lots and lots of memories, and most of them are life teaching. I've taught a lot of lessons. The first ever, rather than incidents, a challenge I would tell, first ever challenge had to overcome. From that, what I learned was to be brave, trust God, and surrender to Him. As Krishna says to Arjuna, Karmanya vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. You just do your job and rest you leave it to me. Believe in me, as the theme says, the magic of believing. And definitely there is a magic in believing God, and it really has saved my life. And good memory which brings a smile on my face is having received individual championship trophy when I was in class 7 on sports day for receiving so many prizes for many sports activities, and that really amazing day, remarkable moment for me. Because that was the first ever time I've received so many trophies up in the line. Neither have received before that, nor till today I have received so many trophies, like where you take the certificate and the prize from the stage, by the time you get down the dais, you have been called up for receiving another. That is very special memory for me. And actually, this is the first time ever I'm speaking about myself, introducing myself. I don't like to speak much about me because it feels very uncomfortable for me. I feel very uncomfortable speaking about myself to another. The reason is I don't give priority for myself. It's always the preference of the comfortness of the person who's with me. I see to that the person is comfortable with me, and when I believe or when I come to know I'm satisfied that the person who's with me is comfortable, I become relaxed, happier, and get adjusted easily. As Bhaskar told in the initial scene, I like to mingle with everybody. I play with the small newborn baby till the eldest person I speak. To all category of people I speak, I get mingled with everyone, get adjusted to them based however they are. I understand them as a person. With positive thoughts, I accept them and I just adjust to them. That's it. Thank you so much.
Let's have a round of applause for Surbi. It's wonderful to listen your life story, the way you narrated your likes and dislikes, and the way you started. It's wonderful. Let's have one more round of applause for her. Let's move forward. And before moving forward, when I seen the theme, a power of believing, the only one thing which came to my mind, the application of power of believing in my life. It was a tremendous application, and I benefited a lot by this power of believing. Let me share you one incident. I was in orientation, and I think everyone has done orientation here. Whenever there is something task or someone asking me to come on the stage and speak, I used to fumble. I used to, like, my legs used to start shaking. I was not able to speak a single sentence in a proper structure. My English was broken. The one person who made me come to this forum, the person I, for my lifelong, I will be indebted to him. And he is the person who made me whatever I am today in terms of public speaking, only because of him. The person is our beloved C.S. Subramaniam Chittur sir. On the last day of my orientation, he just came to me with lot of crowd. He just came to me and said, "Why don't you join this kind of forum?" And I just listened to him, but ignored for 1 minute. I never turned back. But on 52nd meet of SICASA Speakers Forum, I just came just to give it try. So what it is, and that the meet and that the day I fell in love with this forum. And from being a person of who does not able to speak a single sentence in a proper English structure to the being a president of this kind of forum, it is a great journey in myself. And that is only because of one thing, a person who believed in me and asked me to join this forum. So thank you to sir in his absence. We are missing him a lot. So with this, I think everyone have a butterflies in their stomach, and we are missing a lot to these sessions because of debate competition, a great initiative by our President Christie. Let's stop this missing and let's go for one of the wonderful session and one of the great session to start with whoever start as journey as a public speaking butterfly session. To bring this wonderful session, we have such a again a wonderful person. Whenever I come across a name, his name, the only thing which comes in my mind is a symphony of music. Is like when I hear his flute, I was like totally mesmerized. The talented music master and one of the great flute person in our forum, Mr. Bhaskar Marathi. Over to you, Bhaskar.
Thank you, Bhargav, for such a wonderful introduction. All speaking is a public speaking, whether it's to one person or 1,000. All the great speakers were bad speakers at first. Hello, good morning, one and all virtually present here. Myself, Bhaskar Marathi. I am the butterfly master for the today's session. The butterfly, flower of the sky, dances by in a wheel of color to bring a beauty so delicate into the warming summer air. So continue with this session. As the timer mentioned, the rule for the butterfly session is you have to speak minimum 1 minute and maximum is 2 minutes. Proper utilize the time given for you. So let's begin with the topics. Just give me a minute. Anupoju Chaitanya, can you unmute yourself? Hello. Am I audible? Okay, fine. Next. Yes, Preeti.
Yes, happy morning to one and all present here virtually. Am I audible?
Hello.
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Yeah, my question to you is, you know dinosaurs and dragons?
Yeah, I've heard, but very little I know.
Dinosaurs and dragons.
Yeah. Oh, that is the topic I should talk on. I'm new to the
If I
session.
give you if I tell you that with dinosaurs and dragons,
Yes.
which are cooler? Can you tell me?
Dinosaurs, I would say. Because I've seen in movies like dragons putting out fire from their mouth. Probably dinosaurs wouldn't do that. I would give the reason for taking it as cooler.
You have to speak for 1 minute.
Yeah. Then dragons are shown mostly as frightful creatures. They frighten others. Dinosaurs, there have been stories about good dinosaurs also, but dragons generally have been portrayed as bad, evil, or scary. Both are big creatures, but dinosaurs are more portrayed as kind of good as well as bad also. But dragons are generalized to be scary and bad, I would say. And dinosaurs, I've seen movies, but dragons, about dragons, it is all about cariness. When we say dragon, care or fear, that is the thought which comes to our mind. So I would say dragons are carry and dinosaurs are coolest. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Preeti.
Thank you.
My next question will be to Sharmila Nair.
It's Shamali Nair. Shamali.
Yeah. Yeah, unmute yourself. My question is, if you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would you choose and why?
Characters actually. I think out of this lot, I'm probably the oldest, so it's a really long time.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, am I audible? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was saying that I feel that probably that I'm oldest from this lot. So it's been a really long time that I've watched cartoons of anything like that. But as I can recall, like when I was a child, so Popeye used to be my favorite character, and also Tom and Jerry. So, but if I had to choose, I would definitely choose Popeye. I don't know, I found him very cool, so probably I would choose Popeye over Tom and Jerry. And I don't remember a lot about the character, but I think he was cool and he had a really cool girlfriend. So yeah, Popeye it is for me. 1 minute, okay.
Okay, then fine.
I
Thank you.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Would you like to continue? You can continue.
No, actually, I can't think of anything right now. So, but yes, I know. I mean, I don't know if I can add to your previous question, but if that question was to me, I would have said dragons because I watched Game of Thrones a lot. So I find I mean, I find dragons very cool. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. My next question will be to Vaidehi Pandey. Can you unmute yourself? Hello, Vaidehi, are you there?
She left.
Okay, okay, fine. Meenats,
Hello.
hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Are you pursuing articleship?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm in
okay
the
then.
third year of articleship.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, I'm going to ask you a question relating to articleship that if you are the boss, what's one thing you would try differently?
As a principal, like as a
Yeah,
CM.
yeah, boss.
Okay. So like, okay. So keeping my firm in mind, I'll just add some points to it. Okay. Uh, the first thing is being supportive to the articles over there. See, as we can see, all the principals are much selfish. Like they just want work to be done at any cost. So they don't think about there's a personal life for articles also. So I'll make sure ki, the article should get proper time to invest in their self as well regarding their studies also, and a proper exposure must be given. So like this forum is conducting public speaking skills, developing sessions. So like that, even in articleship also, we should get some opportunity to make presentations also, so that everyone is not like open up to speak. There are so many people who have stage fear, so they can come up with new ideas, they can present themselves, so this can help them in their self development as well. So this is my view. And like first of all, I would give them proper leave for study, which we lack. And even we can't blame our principals also for that. And then yeah, that's it I can do, and some fun activities to be conducted every weekend, so that they spend more of time in office rather than with families, so that we can feel a proper environment. And just every day we can just think of like we are learning something new, and we can be interested to go to the firm, as if we should not feel burdened. Like we do feel so much burden ki yaar office फिर भी जाना है. So this should not happen as if. So this is to conclude, like I'll try my best, keeping in mind that every personality is individual. So I'll just make sure that everyone is happy around me. Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
I would like to be article assistant under
sure,
your
sure.
firm if you are a CA.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, my next question will be to Chaitanya. Are you there? Okay, it's not responding. Okay, fine. Satyesh Shankar. Satyesh, yeah, unmute yourself.
Am I audible?
Yeah, now you are. Okay, do you like foods to eat
Food?
more? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, then my question will be describe yourself in terms of foods. What food you will?
Okay. Like like being a South Indian, I will not choose something from South as I'm living in North. So here, being a vegetarian, the paneer is something. It's everything for us because it's something special and it's something a luxury item for a vegetarian. So I will choose myself as paneer because I love it, and it can be used in everything. Like from like every special dish, if you see here, it consists of paneer. And the quality and like I will also take care that like what kind of like it can be made from what of various ways. Like it can be it can be of defected as well and a good one. But the important thing is that I am ensure I make sure that I am of good quality. And second, I am utilizing each and everything. Like there is shahi paneer, matar paneer, and kadai paneer, and everything. So so and second and okay, yeah. What to talk? It's okay. It's okay. I'm sorry. Like
Yeah,
I can
it's
try
fine.
any other question. Like the question is something which is like I just got lost. I don't know. Like I can try some other question if possible. Maybe it's okay.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's fine. It was very well to speak you as a paneer.
Yeah, it's like what to speak about that. Okay, perfect.
Okay, then. Okay, fine. Thank you. My question will be next question will be to Harsha Tantia. Harsha.
Am I audible?
Yeah, love you are. Yeah, my question will be if you could choose any person from history to be your imaginary friend, who would it be and why?
For a person from history to be my imaginary friend.
Yeah.
I guess I'll choose a person from very recent or current history instead of long, long ago. Our late Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. He has left his mark on history, definitely. And I had read his book, On the Wings of Fire. And I think I was in class 4th or 5th when he was the president of India. And I don't think there has been any other president of India, any other person on this specific chair whom I respected as much as I respected him back then. I was just 4th and 5th. I was a kid still. And so I had read somewhere in his speeches that even when he was the president, a scientist, a person who inspired the entire world, he always wanted to see himself as a teacher. He wanted people to remember him as a teacher, which was a big virtue as per me. Now, when I was reading his book, he had written some things in that about his experiences with his friends, which seemed very good to me. And even in later life, there was an incident where he was in a lab with a co-worker who's a very good friend of his, and the lab had some I forgot the exact name of the chemical, whether it was sodium or what it was, but there was some chemical in it which was hazardous and which was highly inflammable. And because of a little sweat of the friend, there was an explosion in the lab. Still, the way they helped each other, the way they got out of it, it seemed very inspiring to me. So, if I would get the choice of having someone as a friend of mine, I'll definitely choose him for my own sake. Thank you.
Okay, fine. Good friend you have, imaginary friend you have. That's okay, fine. Yeah, my next question will be to our master of the ceremony. He is good in narrating a story. I would like to give 3 words to Bhargav. Tell me one story.
Yes.
Bhargav.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, 3 words are cinema, heart, and hospital.
Cinema, heart, and hospital. Okay. So I feel this will be my future coming in 6 months. The person who is a CA final student. Am I audible?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It's story about myself, a CA final student who gave his CA second group in November. Fortunately, he cleared its CA in January 2022. With that fun, I went to a movie or cinema theater. After going cinema theater, I watched the movie of my favorite actor, and after watching that movie, I got inspired by the acting he has done, and I started loving the art. What is art of acting? And I started exploring the various arts, saying that what the importance of artist in the life, in one's life, or in one's entertainment, its purpose of entertainment. And after that, I'm very much inspired about a lot of things. Still completing my CA, I was only stuck with the mind, all the financial jargons of financial world. But when I seen this movie, I got really inspired. Really got inspired, and I started, what do you say, taking interest in a lot of arts and having the knowledge about it. With this, over to you, Bhaskar.
Okay. Thank you, Bhargav. Thank you for one story by 3 words. And now my next question to Surabhi Dattatri. Surabhi, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, my question is in 1 year from today, how do you think your life will be different?
Sorry, I didn't get the question.
Yeah.
I didn't get the question. Would you repeat?
In 1 year from today, how do you think your life will be different?
Today. But thought of this like before. I just like to live in the present, enjoy the present situation, whatever it is. But yes, 1 year today, after from today, is hopefully this pandemic is gone. And just like 2 years before, how we were meeting our friends, family, enjoy with them, have a good time. Similarly, I expect that to happen in a year. Hopefully, I start with my articleship also, clearing my inter exams with, and go with wonderful journey of articleship, whatever you guys keep speaking of here. So I'm so excited to experience that also. So, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Thank you. Yeah, Chaitanya. Are you there?
Yes.
Unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Good morning, all.
Yeah. Okay.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to all.
Yeah.
Good morning.
My question will be, when you're a child, you are using toys.
Yes, sir. I have
Child?
used.
Okay, then. Okay. My question is, what toy did you hate most as a child?
Regarding toys.
Yeah.
I think no, I didn't hate any toys. Being a child, we would love all toys. But when it comes to dragon like toys, means which we fear by seeing that. So we will hate that much, that type of toys. I hate actually cranes, all these cranes, bus. I will love to car, bike. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Continue.
Completed, sir.
Okay, then tell about yourself. I think you are attending first meet.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Sup?
introduce yourself to the forum.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. My name is Chaitanya, and I'm from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh. Uh, I I did my inter in Chodavaram, and I moved to for articles in Visakhapatnam, Davagad. I completed my articles in Tejas Roy and Co. And I'm preparing for my CA final examination.
Okay, fine. Thank you. All the best for your exam. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yeah, my next question to our general evaluator of the session, Tabish, unmute yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. I know that you are a good motivator and public speaker. So I would like to ask a question that tell us about a time you overcome one of your own fears.
Firstly, it's a surreal experience. I'm wanting it badly. For past 2 years, I've not had butterfly session. I've not had table topics. So firstly, thank you so much. I could not ask it directly, even though I was so eager to take part in this. So thank you so much, Bhaskar, for that. So coming to the topic itself, one incident which I feared the most, which I've overcome. There's so many incidents. If we look at life seriously, if we introspect a bit, every day is a new experience, every day is a learning. One such experience would be at the time of my CA intern. To be very frank, I'm laziest. I know myself very well. I'm damn lazy. You know, if there was a competition about laziness, I'm sure I would win that. So after my CPT, my foundation, I went to Chennai for my CA inter coaching. 4 months, I slept. I slept peacefully. I did nothing but sleep. And one day, all of a sudden, in the midst of everything, I'm looking at what is happening around. Teachers are already teaching group 2, and I don't even know the ABC of group 1. I don't know what tax is. What is the difference between income tax and GST? That time it was service tax. Then all of a sudden, I'm like, if this is going to happen, I'm not in a position to clear the exams. So that particular moment, I decided, if I stay here, I cannot, because I had my friends, we would sleep whole day, watch movie the whole night, everything would go that way, fun. But I knew that was not going to give me the results which I want. And in life, you have that one moment. You take action, you go ahead. You don't, you stay there forever. I packed my bag that night. I informed my parents. Next morning, I boarded the train, came back to my hometown. I knew nothing about how am I going to clear my CA. I came back with just 4.5 months in hand, somehow struggled with everything I have, with whatever resources I have, and somehow I cleared both my groups. And luckily or unluckily, I was just 8 marks short of my rank. I got 314 in my group 1 and somewhere around 150 out of 300 in my group 2. But the thing was, I cleared. So face your fears. You have that one moment. Take a bold decision. Take a decision your future self will be proud of. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Tabish, for such a wonderful experience you shared with us. Now, I will ask some funny, tricky questions. I think it's better to answer in the chat box. Be ready with the chat box. Who will give the first right answer will be the best butterfly speaker. Okay. My first question is, what two things can you never eat for breakfast? Yeah, Harsha Tantia gave the correct answer. Actually, it is lunch and dinner. Okay, my next question is, what goes up but never ever comes down? Surabhi Dattatri gave the correct answer. It's age. How many seconds are there in a year? How many seconds? It does matter. It's only seconds that matters. No.
So many.
Only one. Count it yourself. I asked how many seconds. Okay, I think no one is answering. I would like to answer it that 12 seconds. 12. Because every January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd. I think Surabhi gave the correct answer, but I already that answer is given by me only. So this question is not valid now. Okay, next question is, I am an odd number. Take away one letter and I become even. What number am I? Yeah, Sarvattam gave the correct answer. It's 7. If you take S, it will be even. What belongs to you but gets used by everyone else more than you? Yeah. Harsha Tantia gave the first correct answer. That's name. And which room has no walls? Mushroom. Yeah, correct. Peacock lays egg in the Smith's yard. Who owns egg?
Can you repeat again?
Not audible. 1 minute. Yeah, am I audible now? Okay, fine, okay. Yeah, 2 more questions, that's it. So my question is that if Mr. Hamilton's peacock lays egg in Mr. Smith's yard, who owns the egg? Yeah, 1 minute, please. I could not see the chat. Maunesh. Maunesh, can you see the chat? I could not open chat box right now. It's facing some issue.
Okay. Is it? Yeah, Harshtanti, I said peacock doesn't lay eggs. Hello? Bhaskar?
Yeah. No, tell me.
Yeah. Harshtanti said peacock doesn't lay eggs. And Surabhi said no one.
Yeah, peacock does not lay eggs.
Yeah.
Okay, then the last question is, if you divide 30 by half and add 10, what would you get?
Can you tell again? If you divide
30 by half and add 10, what do you get?
Bhaskar, you tell me the answer. I will tell you who won.
Answer is 70 because I could not open
Yeah,
chat box.
it's Tabish.
Okay, G gave the correct answer for the last question. I think he's good in maths. Yeah, Harsha Tante gave more correct answer. I think it's 3. So, okay, fine. Thank you for such a wonderful. You made it such a wonderful butterfly session. Thank you, guys. Over to MC for the day.
Am I audible?
Yeah.
Thank you, Bhaskar, for such a wonderful session. The questions were funny, and it's like people tried thinking about the question, and it was wonderful. And with this, can we have a round of applause for Butterfly Master and speakers as well? Yes, from past 3 minutes we missed this session, and today was a wonderful to get back to that. Thank you so much to Butterfly Master. Let's move forward, and now it's time, because until or unless, I think everyone has gave their exams in in July, right? Yeah, can you just respond? Unmute yourself and respond. You gave exams
Yes,
in July, right?
yes, yes,
Yes.
Yeah, so
yes,
everyone
yes,
is
yes,
waiting
yes.
for results. And
Yeah.
I don't think anyone here, if I say you will not get a results, you will not going to write the exams. So in
No,
such
it's
a way,
already written.
in same way, until or unless we get our results of this public speaking, where we are good at and where we have to improve, it will not make a sense. It's like a directionless journey. So for to give the direction to the journey of excelling in public speaking, we have our general evaluator, as I earlier introduced, an international speaker, Tabish, to evaluate us and give the feedback about overall meeting. So over to you, Tabish.
Thank you, Bhargav. You can hear my voice, right? My voice is audible.
Yes.
So, welcome back, dear friends. So, be familiar with this space. You're going to tolerate this for next 20-30 minutes. So, the session began well in time, but due to some technical issues, I could not join well in time. So, extremely sorry for that. I began the session when Christy was explaining the presidential address. The one thing I loved about Christie's presidential address was that she related the topic so beautifully with the real life incidents, gave us so many examples of history, and make us realize what is the power of believing. So kudos to you on that. You've spoken of Thomas Alva Edison, Hitler, and so many more people. Some people I don't even know. So kudos to you on that. Coming to the timing part, I guess the timer will note the timing. One more thing was you've related it to the life of CA students. I mean, okay, believing and all is fine, but how does it relate to me as a CA student? You've given that example, you've linked that made it altogether perfect, relatable to every person sitting out here. So congratulations, Christy, on that. Next, the secretary, Srishti. So she read the minutes of the last meeting. It was very detailed, as though I had attended the previous meeting myself. I came to know of everything, the topics, the winner, what happened, what didn't. So thank you so much, Srishti. One small bit of suggestion. We had so much detail. If probably at the end, you could give us three top things to take away? Probably what I, as an outside person, could take away from the previous session. If you were to tell, see, this is what you missed in the previous session, 1, 2, 3. Probably that could be even more impactful for the people in future. People might know, oh, this is what we missed. This is what was in store the previous week. We should have been here previous week. We will not miss out the sessions up for the upcoming week. That's what I felt. But apart from that, a really detailed report covering every bit of the meeting. So congratulations, Christy. Now let's go into the prepared speeches. So I would call the evaluator of the first speaker.
Yes, I'm the individual evaluator for the P1. And before starting my evaluation, I would request the timer to give his report on the P1.
Okay. For prepared speaker, Surabhi Dattatri took 5 minutes, 48 seconds, 11 milliseconds.
Okay, thank you. So, speaking about my evaluation, I have some 7 checklists for the individual evaluator. So, how strong, what strong does the speaker already, I mean, what is a strong point with the speaker? So, she spoke about her family, and she said that she belongs to an artistic family, and she's a good classical dancer who learned dance for 9 years. Bharatanatyam for 9 years, and she's a classical singer, classical song singer, singer, and she's an intermediate student, BCom graduate, and all those things make the audience understand what she is. She conveyed it clearly and crisp and clearly she conveyed. And she spoke about the anecdotes where what is the best moment in her life and everything. So for that point, kudos to you. And the next point is, how well did the audience get to know? Yes, the audience get to know much better. I mean, about yourself. The people who are new to the forum doesn't know about Surabhi, but you are much into this forum, so we know you better than the other people. But you conveyed it so well that the other people also come to know about you, and then the speech reflect, educate, presentation. I feel like you should have improved a little bit in the preparation level so that you could increase your confidence level. So that was a little lacking in your presentation. Did the speaker talk clearly and audibly? Yes, you do speak that. And did the speaker have a definite opening, body, and conclusion? That is another thing which you missed out in your speech. You started with a chord, but you should have done a proper presentation. But for the icebreaker session, it's not important to speak with the opening, body, and conclusion. But for your P2, that is it is must to speak with the OBC, following the OBC criteria. Next is, what could the speaker have done differently that would have improved the speech? So you could have much improved in your, you could have done much better presentation by practicing, and that can improve your confidence level because you're very good at speaking. I know you for a long period of time. So, and the other thing is, you could have utilized the time little more, because the time limit is 7 minutes. You could have improved using the time limit by setting the timer and then speaking and practicing. That can improve your speech. Next is overall, I loved your presentation and we come to know more about you. And that's it, my individual evaluation. Over to Tapish, the G.
Thank you, Christy, for such a detailed evaluation. So coming to the prepared speaker survey, one thing I loved was that despite all the technical glitches, she always had a smile on her face. So kudos to you on that. You're presenting yourself for the first time. You're facing all these issues. Despite that, you're having a smile on your face. It really means a lot. So I've faced technical issues myself, so I know how irritating it is. It is really irritating. So despite that, when you came to speak, right then in 2 minutes, you had a smile. So keep up with that smile. That's the first thing. You had a great introduction. Your introduction in a single line stated that you know 3 languages, you have your origin or whatever it is from 3 different languages. But what I felt was that introduction went a bit elongated. You could have given that a 3 sentence, kept the suspense for a while, and later on bring out the fact that you are from here, your dad was from here, your mom was from here. First thing was, you could have kept the suspense, Second thing was that it would not have gone so elongated. Yes, so this is your first speech. So I would not like to give too many suggestions here, but one thing I really loved is you're a natural speaker. We can keep listening to you for hours without getting tired. That's one thing everybody would appreciate here. You're a natural speaker. You had that natural voice, the expressions, the way of speaking, everything came out really naturally. As Christy said, you might want to put in a bit more of preparation, a bit of practice, and probably from the upcoming speeches, you can focus on the opening, body, conclusion. How do we do it? Prepare your script well in advance, send it to someone. They might tell you the suggestions. This is how you can make it better. Yes, probably just giving a small hint. You could have given an intro of the languages, 3 languages you know. And have you ever wondered how I come to know all the 3 different languages? Then come to what you are yourself. Yes, then about your family. Yes, then tell this is how you come to know the 3 languages. Then you could have shared 1 or 2 lessons. Yes, and at the conclusion, you could have given that quote which came in between, that one day you should be recognized by your name. Yes, now you are recognized by your parents' name. That could have come as a conclusion. Every parent loves their child, but I want my parents to respect me. Today I'm known by them. One day, I want a day wherein they should be known by my name. That would be a killer conclusion. So just focus on that. You have all the contents ready. Just try to structure it a bit more from the upcoming session onwards. So that's all. So you're very comfortable speaking. Yes, you are a very natural speaker. I love that. The way you speak, we could go on listening to you for hours. So kudos to you. Not every icebreaker speech has this. So congratulations to you on that. Yes. Next, coming to the butterfly sessions. So the butterfly master Bhaskar. So he's given a good introduction, has given us detail about what public speaking is all about. And then the topics chosen were relevant, apt. And at the end, what he asked, the few funny questions, it kept us all engaged. For a moment, even I was also a child, giving all funny answers, all nonsensical answers. So kudos to you on that, Bhaskar. So one thing which I felt was there are certain new participants here. So in the stat, you could have given an introduction as to what butterfly session is all about. We are going to give you a topic. You'll have to come here impromptu, speak for 1 or 2 minutes. You've given the details, but not the entire details. We had 2 or 3 new participants. They would not be knowing what this session is all about. So for their sake, it is always better that we give what this session is all about, what it holds in store for us. So that's one thing. And dinosaur or dragon was a really tough question, to be very frank. If it would have been asked for me, I had no answers. What a dinosaur is, what a dragon is, I don't know. But one thing to everyone, I would not go into every participant who was who spoke in the butterfly sessions. But one thing is, don't take the topic seriously. Just take cues from the topic. Yes. Say for example, you have the same thing, dinosaur or dragon. If you just answer dinosaur, end of the story. You don't have anything more to tell. Yes. So take a cue from that, relate it to your personal life, and go on with some story, and finally come back there. Yes. Say for example, you have dinosaur or dragon. So you could say that dinosaur depicts strength. So in my articleship days, I had a friend of mine who was very strong, fearful, lad, this, all. Tell about one incident which happened wherein you were about to get thrashed. Yes. Then come back to dragon. Yes. Dragon is probably fearful. Some incident you were fearful. Sometime during the college you had done something and some lecture or something had happened. And then come back to the same old conclusion. Give some conclusion. It does not matter. The only thing is you have to stay there for 2 minutes. Speak something. So when you go specific into the words, what happens is you would not be in a position to continue. Yes, you'll have to think and then let the words come out. But if you're connecting it to something from your personal life, you can go on sharing the story. So it becomes very much easy. Yes, that's it. So I have noted almost probably of every speaker, but I don't think that's that important right now. Yes, but a very good choice of questions. All questions were good, were easy to approach, and at the end, the questions, the rapid questions you had were really awesome. So thank you so much, Bhaskar. And now I would like to call the timer for the timer report.
Hi all, again, this is fine, all went fine. Yeah, here is my not kind of report, but just note it down. Our individual evaluator, Christy Maria Babu, took 50 seconds for introduction and 2 minutes 40 seconds for evaluation. And our prepared speaker, as I mentioned earlier, took 5 minutes 48 seconds. And in butterfly session started at 8:46 and ended at 9:18. Okay, and our speakers goes like this. Preeti, yes, took 1 minute 31 seconds, and Shamli Nair took 1 minute 31 seconds again, and Meena Za, sorry for the pronunciation, and she took 2 minutes 1 second. Satya Shankar took 1 minute 45 seconds. Harsh Tantia took 1 minute 50 seconds. Bhargav took 1 minute 52 seconds. Surabhi took 1 minute 1 second. And Chaitanya took 1 minute 34 seconds. And our today's G Tabish took 2 minutes 32 seconds. And that was the report. Thank you all. O to G.
Thank you, Sarvottam, for a detailed timer report. Time plays a crucial role. Little do we know that time has such an importance. So thank you for making us realize that every second counts. Next, we have with us the grammarian report. Can I call upon the grammarian for his report?
Yes. Am I audible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, to start off with Surabhi, uh, during the, when you began your speech, you mentioned three, I think so, in three languages. What is important is that in a speech, you must translate whatever you are speaking other than the language that you are giving the speech in. So that's one thing I would request you to make this correction in your future speeches. So that is about Surabhi. Next comes to Bhaskar. I have few suggestions. When you said about proper use of time, I feel it could have been said as efficient use of time, because choice of words during in a statement plays a crucial role. Because while in cooking we don't say putting ingredients, we say incorporating the ingredients. So that's how choice of words play a crucial role. Next, for Bhaskar itself, you said 1 year from today, how different your life. Sorry, you said something else, but my suggestion would be 1 year from today, how different your life would be. I think so. You said how different your life would be, or something else like that. So, sentence formation is also something that needs some correction. Next question that you put up also went something like, you were using toys in childhood. So it could have been said like, were you using toys as a child? Were you using toys as a child? That would form that would form a basis for a question. So that is all about Bhaskar. Next comes Meenas. Meenas uh, said supportive, used the word supportive towards her articles. I think in that context, you could have mentioned empathetic towards your articles. That could have been more viable in your sentence, is what I feel. And same goes with Meenas also. You said office क्यों जाना है. So I think you should have not think it is a must thing to give translation whenever you speak in a language other than the language you are giving the speech in. Next, I think that is all about with Minas. Next with Satya. Satya, you spoke about paneer. So I am good quality. I think so. It is because of nervousness during the speech. You missed out of, as in you said I am good quality. It should be I am of good quality. So that is all about Satya. Thus, I conclude my report. If I have made any mistakes, I'm welcome to. I'm all my ears. Thank you.
Thank you, Amrish, for such a detailed report. So the role of grammarian is to highlight the good usage of words and to try and correct the not so good usage of words. So you've done a great job. Kudos to you on that. One small bit of suggestion. When we are highlighting the good usage of words, it's always good to tell the name because the person will feel elevated, he'll feel happy. But when we are trying to tell the not so good usage of words, it is always better to keep it general. What happens is, see, we are giving them a bit of advice, a piece of information. Yes, if you are telling it out in public by giving the name, some people may not take it in the right sense. It need not happen, but there is a risk. So it's always a preferred practice that whenever we're telling good usage of words, tell the name, appreciate the person. But whenever we're trying to tell the not so good usage of words, it's better to keep it general. You tell what the word was, what was the sentence, and how it could be better. Because the person who's spoken the sentence knows it is him who has spoken. It is him who has made the mistake. So if he wants to correct, he would be in a position to correct. So in that way, we've given out the information and we have not even tried hurting his sentiments as well. So that's only a bit of advice in the future, so that whenever we are trying to give suggestions, they are more open to accept. Sometimes what happens is, oh, is my name there? What is he trying to tell? That thing should not come. Okay, that's the only thing. Now coming forward, can I call upon the R counter? What do we call R counter or counter?
Filler word counter.
Filler word counter. Yes.
So here's my report. So first prepared speech, Surbhi Dattatri. It was very lively. Actually, there was no filler word. It was like she was talking with us only. It was not like presentation. There were only 2 bad pauses and 1 good pause. Moving on to the Bhargav, he used for 6 times. In butterfly wholly and in butterfly session, Preeti used for 4 times, for 1 time. Shamili used for 2 times. Meenas used for 3 times. Satya Shankar, he used for 2 times, for 3 times. Harsh Tantia, he didn't use any filler words. Bhargav used 3 filler for 3 times. Surbhi used for only 1 time. Annu Punju Chaitanya used for 4 times. Over to G. That's it.
Thank you, Srishti, for such a detailed report. I was expecting my name to be there somewhere. I don't know if she's not noted or she is hesitant to tell that. It's okay. So a very detailed report tells the effort she has put in, the level of concentration required. At the end, probably what you could do is you could tell the names of all the people who have not used filler words so that they feel happy for themselves. They know that they're making progress. So that's one thing. Now, should we proceed to the listener?
Listener will be at the end.
Oh, it will be at the end. So I'll have to give my entire evaluation and at the end we will have the listener. That's perfect. So let me dive into the evaluation of the meeting as a whole. I've given an overall evaluation. I guess I need to only evaluate the MC Bhargav, if I'm not wrong. Yes. I know Bhargav personally, and it is actually from the past 2 years, I have not seen him speak. So there's actually a huge amount of transformation. Kudos to you. I've seen you tremble. And today I can see the Bhargav who's leading the entire session confidently as the master of ceremony. So congratulations to you. This is what sticking to SICASA Speakers Forum makes you. It makes you comfortable being uncomfortable. It makes you take the things and go to the next level. So congratulations, Bhargav. I've personally seen the tremendous change over the past 1.5 to 2 years, and it is only because of the efforts you put in. So congratulations to you. So you began with the power of believing. Yes, you've given one good example about how we prepare for CA, even though we are not even sure whether we are going to live for the next 5 years or not. So that was one thing all of us could relate to, because you brought in the CA thing into picture. Yes, because every time we bring CA, people will relate, because we are all CA students. Yes, that's the thing. And one bit of suggestion, a small suggestion, was that, because of the background, the orange color, your face is coming very dim. If you could just change your camera, it would be a lot more brighter, so that the people looking at you can look at your face properly. That's one bit of suggestion. From the next session onwards, you can think about that. That's one thing. You kept the show going. Surabhi had her first speech, so it was very much required that we motivate her so that she keeps coming again and again. You did that. You motivated her. You asked all of us to give her a huge round of applause. So that's a job well done. And you've given a great introduction for the Butterfly Master. You've ensured that the entire meeting is gone smooth. Yes. So congratulations to you on that, and a remarkable change over the past 1.5 to 2 years. Yes, the Bhargav I know 2 years back and the Bhargav I am seeing today are two different persons. And congratulations to everyone for the efforts you're putting in.
Thank you, Tabish.
Yes. So apart from that, do I have any other role? I'm actually blank. This is the first time I'm doing a general evaluation. Yes, Bhaskar has pushed me here. Yeah, is there anything else I've missed out on?
I feel current affairs. Current affairs.
That MC has to call. MC will take care of it.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this is the end of general evaluation, is it?
Yes, yes.
Yes. So, wait, I had noted a point about the magic of believing. So long as you are a student, you cannot look at notes, but once you become a chartered accountant, you can do whatever you want. So that's the advantage I have. So there's a small poem called Believing. Yes. So few years back, I happened to read this. It was in the book Think and Grow Rich. Can we just wait for a minute? That has really inspired me. I read it 4-5 years back when I was in 11th or 12th. So again, the technical glitch. Whenever we want something, we won't get that. That's how destiny plays with us. Yes. Wait, let me try it again. It was actually a good poem. Do I have it in my history? Where do I have it? Do we have 2-3 minutes? If no, we can.
Tabish, so we will continue with the current affairs. By the time you can get ready with the poem.
Yeah. Done.
Bhargav, you can call upon current affairs.
Yes. It was a wonderful general evaluation we got from our friend Tabish, and we are sure that everyone will incorporate whatever suggestion he has given, so we can be successful in the journey of this being a successful public speaker. Moving forward, as a chartered accountant, we are held up with a lot of things in day-to-day life, articleship, studies, but we missed out the main thing in to gradually grow is what is happening around us, that is current affairs. It's very essential in this dynamic world where C also needs to get updated about each and everything apart from his financial matters. So to give this current affairs, we have our friend who is very well versed with this kind of areas. So let's welcome Arsh Tandia.
Am I audible? Thank you, Bhargav. And a cheerful morning, everyone. I'm here today with a story from the financial world and various views thereon, and through the government is planning to conjure up additional funds in coming years. On Monday, Minister Nirmala Sitharaman unveiled the government's 4-year infrastructure asset monetization plan with the explicit aim of rupees 6 lakh by 2025. Monetization is an ambiguous term. Sure, broadly speaking, you could see it as this process of converting something tangible or intangible into money. But when you get to the brass tacks, it means so many things. For instance, a land parcel. How could you monetize that asset? Well, you could rent it out. You could build something on it and make money off that. Or you could sell it outright. In each case, you are extracting money out of an idle asset, and each time you are monetizing the asset. So, when somebody uses the word monetization, you'll have to seek more context. This is where this story gets interesting. The Indian government wants to raise rupees 6 lakh crores, or roughly $81 billion, by monetizing government-owned land, roads, stadiums, etc. The easiest way to do this, perhaps, is to sell them all, cash out, and run for the woods. But that isn't always a practical solution. For instance, consider the difficulty of selling a piece of road. If you have started privatizing national highways, that could cause a lot of inconvenience to the people. And besides, most government-owned assets, specifically government-owned companies, are riddled with debts. No one wants to touch any of them, even with a barge pole. So, the alternative is to pick assets that still hold some value and monetize them without selling them outright. To that, consider roads once again. Instead of selling the roads outright, you could transfer the rights to toll and maintenance of this asset to a private entity. You could sign an agreement working out the toll fee, the period during which the rights will remain with the third party, and flesh out other important details. In return, the private entity may be asked to commit cash upfront. This will give the government some much needed financial reprieve and will relieve them of all obligations to maintain the road. This is what the government is alluding to do when they're talking about monetizing government assets. Contrary to the popular perception, this isn't a fire sale. If anything, it is an elaborate ploy to unlock value in assets that haven't been put to optimal use. What's more, a significant chunk of these proceeds is expected to be recycled back into new infrastructure projects. So, yeah, this isn't all that bad. If you're wondering what other assets the government could potentially sell besides roads, well, you have the power transmission assets and infrastructure investment trust. These INVTs may sound like complicated financial instruments, but really they are not. Here's what the government is likely going to do. They'll take all the useful power transmission assets and put them in a trust. Once that is done, they'll sell units in this trust to potential investors, beneficiaries of sorts. If you have the money, you could invest it in one of these units and take home a sweet dividend at the end of every year. It's like an IPO, but in this case, the investors receive some cash whenever these power transmission assets generate money. The government, in the meantime, receives money upfront. A win-win for all the parties once again, since there is no selling involved. The government also hosts land parcels, guest houses, and other real estate assets that could potentially be put to good use. The objective now is to identify these assets, find the most appropriate way in which you could unlock value, and do it in a time-bound manner. If it goes according to the plan, government could raise as much as 1.6 lakh crores from road assets, 1.5 lakh crores from railway assets, 1 lakh crores from power sector assets, and about 50,000 crores each from gas pipelines and telecommunication assets. Hopefully, this could go a long way in improving the government's finances. The experts believe it, and since it doesn't sound too bad, maybe we should too. Even the theme of our meet suggests the magic of believing exists. Thank you.
Marco?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, it was wonderful current affairs where we got to know about monetizing assets, which is a very knowledgeable fact. Thank you, Arch, for that. And with this, I'm just putting the voting link in the chat box. I request all of you to vote to the best speakers in across different categories. I request Tabish, is it you are ready with that poem?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so I request you to recite it.
Yes. So there's a quote by Henry Ford wherein he tells, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right either ways. So it is ultimately what we believe that turns into reality. So all the dreams you have yours, all the mighty ambitions, believe that they are possible. Because once you believe, then achieving that is only a matter of time. So I came across one small poem which motivated me so much, and I would like to recite it. It thoroughly matches with the theme for the day, the magic of believing. So it is by whomsoever it is. It doesn't matter, but the poem is good. So I'll recite the poem. If you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you'd like to win, but you think you cannot, it's almost certain you won't. If you think you'll lose, you have lost. For out in this world, we find success begins with the fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. You've got to think high to rise. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can win the prize. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger or faster man. But sooner or later, the man who wins is the one who thinks he can. Life's battle don't always go to the stronger or faster man. Sooner or later, the person who wins is the one who thinks he can. So it motivated me so much. So just wanted to recite that. Thank you so much again.
Thank you, Tabish, for such a wonderful poem. And it's like very inspirational, and it gave a it's very inspirational for all of us, this poem, and we think that we will believe in our destiny and we believe that we can do something. So fortunately, we have such a good friend to tell us all this. Thank you so much, Tabish. With this,
Anytime.
another round of test where we just want to test all of us were attentive in throughout the meeting. So let's welcome a listener for the day to pose a questions. Over to you.
Happy morning once again. Happy morning once again. Yeah, I have written almost some 10 questions, so but still I will be limiting it to around 5 questions since the time is running out. And I'll be posing all the easy questions, guys. So be careful with the chat box. I request Christy to just have a look at chat box and tell me who is doing fast. Christy? Okay. And then my first question is, who are the winners of debate competition conducted on 22nd? Yeah, it's Bhaskar.
First answer.
Bhaskar, 1 point. And the second question, what was the dance form that Surabhi is learning? It's Christy. Christy, you got 1 point. One more question about the MC. What is the first meet he attended in? I mean, what is the first meet he attended? Number of the meet. Yeah, Sarvottam. And what is the date? Today's date? No, I want the full date. Bhaskar. So Bhaskar got 2 points, and I will be asking 2 more questions. We'll see who will be answering first. Who is the listener of the day? Okay, Srishti has answered. Okay, and the last question, Srishti special. It is a Srishti special question. Can I go ahead? Only to Christy and Bhaskar. Guys, please respond. Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Since both of them are committee members, I'm going to ask easy question with them only. What was the name of debate competition conducted in the last meet? I want the full name, accurate name. I'm not getting the full name. No. Guys, committee members, the full name is C. Subramaniam Chitur's debate competition Vakyuddham. Vakyuddham is just the theme. It's not the.
It's too lengthy, bro.
We have to type. No other option. Okay. Okay, last question for the both same Bhaskar and Christy. What are the 3 states that Surabhi lived in? I want the state names. Yeah, Christy Maria Babu. So now I declare Christy Maria Babu as best listener of the meet. Congratulations, Christy.
Thank you, Maunesh. So that's it,
Over
right?
to
Let's take a group pic, right? So everyone, please switch on your cameras. I mean, switch on your video so that we can take a group pic.
Yeah.
Srishti, you can take. Shamli, Surabhi is already there, right? Then, okay, Chaitanya, can you just turn on your video? Sarvotam. And, okay. Srishti, can you take the picture? Sarvotam, please turn on your video.
Srishti there? Srishti?
Srishti, are you there?
Ambrish, at least can you take the picture? You are using the laptop, right?
Yes. Okay, I'll take.
Yeah, can you just click a picture?
Everybody, please smile.
Sarvotam and Srushti, please turn on your videos.
I have taken the screenshot.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the voting link is already posted in the chat box. So you can give your votes. So we'll be waiting for the results. And over to MC.
Thank you, Monish. Thank you, Christy, General Evaluator. A special thanks to Christy because I was after 150th meet. I was not able to come. Today I got the opportunity to come and be a part of this meet. I enjoyed a lot, and thank you. Special thank to our President, Madam Christy, uh, for giving us such a good opportunity. And one more special thanks to our General Evaluator Tabish, because when I got the information that he got a rank, I was trying to communicate with him through a lot of means. Even I used the LinkedIn if I am wrong, if I am not wrong. But I was not able to reach out to him. Today I got the opportunity to speak with him. Thank you, Tabish. And best luck to your future endeavors. And I'm looking forward because I'm also into teaching. So I'm looking forward to let's tie up at some time. So with this, over to President for her closing remarks. Over to you, Christy.
Okay, thank you so much, Bhargav. So let me ask, Maunesh, is the voting, did you check the voting link? Whether everyone has
Yeah.
voted?
I got total 13 votes I got.
Okay, so we will wait for a minute. So let them vote. By the time I will give my closing remarks and then we will announce the winners. So Maunesh, you can go on with announcing the winners. Okay, so I don't know how to express my gratitude to all the people who are right in front of me. I can see the bonding which we have. It's super fabulous. That's how we are able to manage it. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to our G, say Tabish, and just after Bhaskar has called him and he has accepted the request. So we were searching for the Gs and we got a wonderful G. Uh, who is inspirational, and we come to know about more things because the CA exams, and for the first time I am also seeing a person who is a rank holder in front of me for the first time, that too the first rank holder, and so humble person he is. And thank you so much for accepting your request and our request and coming to the meet, and hope to see you in the upcoming meets too. And next, I would like to express my gratitude to our Bhaskar, the past president of our SICASA Speakers, Bhargav, our past president of our SICASA Speakers Forum. He was very supportive. And I didn't even think of becoming a president unless and until he came to me and asked me for, Christy, can you become the president? For a minute, I didn't know. For 1 week, he waited for me. And again, he was calling me and motivating me to take up the role. And it was because of him and Aditya that I have taken this role. And thank you so much, Bhargav, because it's because of you and the entire committee members of yours. That's why I'm here, right in front of you people. Next, I would like to thank our committee members. They were always supportive, be it Srishti, Maunesh, Bhaskar, even Divya in her absence, and Vivek, who is the SA. Everyone was so cooperative. It's not like I'm the president, I'm doing all the work. No, everyone have their own part to do it. And if I am missing out something, we'll be posting in the group, okay, we have to do this. And we are always coming up with the ideas. And this color, we have the color code for every meeting. Like today's, we have the purple color we have taken in our minutes, in our agenda. You can see everywhere we used the purple, and in our backdrop, we try to use the color. So the meaning of the purple color also signifies something related to magic. We have seen in everywhere, like in Alice in Wonderland and cartoons, and everywhere we see this kind of purple color. So that's how we take up the color. And we have even introduced the e-certificates to be given to all the winners be it best listener, be prepared speaker, or the best individual evaluator. Everyone we are issuing the e-certificates, and everything is possible because of the teamwork. So thank you so much for all the committee members, and that's about our my vote of thanks and the closing remarks. So it's a time to announce the winners. So Maunesh, you can announce the winners.
Yeah. Any guesses for best role player?
I think Butterfly Master or the listener. Them.
No, it's a tie between Master of Ceremony and Butterfly Master.
Wow.
Today we have two best role players. Congratulations, Bhaskar and Bhargav. Both Bs, two Bs.
Thank you.
And the best butterfly speaker is Menes.
Yeah.
She's the one who spoke for.
Congratulations.
I think she's Menace is the one who spoke for 2 minutes exactly, and but her topic was also pretty much relatable. So next time onwards, we'll be coming up with the topics which every speaker, butterfly speaker, will speak for minimum of 2 minutes. So that's a challenge which I've taken. So butterfly master, please note on that. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for all the people who have come into the forum. And is anyone who want to speak in our forum? It's our custom to call upon the people who didn't get a chance to speak and who want to speak about. You can come up now. Yes, Preeti. I guess she didn't speak. You can come up. Preeti, are you there?
Yeah, I am.
Yes, you can speak about the forum or how you come to know about the forum, or you can speak about yourself. Over to you, Preeti.
Yeah. Very good morning. Happy to have attended the 159th Meet of Speakers Forum. I came to know about this through MCS course, and it is very nice to get to be a part of this forum. And I am a CA final student, written my group 1 and awaiting results, and preparing for CA finals. I've completed my articleship basically from Tirupur, Tamil Nadu. Looking forward to join all of the upcoming meets. Thank you. Good job, everyone.
Thank you, Preeti. Now let me call upon Minas. Minas is also new to the forum, so she can give her introduction.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, like I'm audible? Yeah.
Yes, you are.
So I'll just give my very honest feedback. I had no idea what will be here today. So I was like, if meeting was not interesting, then I would just mute off or else I'll just exit from here. But the way when I joined, I felt like it was so addictive. Like I never thought of leaving the meeting. So I don't know how 2 hours went off. So like this was really, really amazing. I hope I'll never leave this from now on. So thank you so much for giving such a wonderful opportunity.
And thank you so much for giving a wonderful feedback.
Thank you.
Okay. Next, let me call upon Chaitanya. Chaitanya, are you there?
Yes,
Yes.
I'm happy. Yes, I'm happy to know about this speakers forum because I'm an introvert basically. So this forum will help me to be more expressive, and it will also improve my communication skills also. And this will also had fun on Sunday. So I'm very happy to know about this forum. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chaitanya. Next, we have Shamli Nair.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
Good
And
morning.
I would just like to add what Meena said because this was also my first time. I mean, yes, I did attend the Vakyudam debate session, but I found it a little boring. So after attending for an hour or so, I just left. And just like she said, like today I was thinking I am going to attend the session and let's see how interesting or how boring it will be, and then accordingly I'll see if I want to stay or not. But then eventually I how to literally do one. And usually you get bored, like when you're attending these sessions, it gets boring over the period of time. But I had fun and I enjoyed, and I hope that I would continue to be a part of it. And also, I got to know about this through a friend participating in debate competition, Sairaj. So that's how I got to know about it. So yeah, this was fun.
Thank you so much, Shamli. And speaking about the debate competition, see, continuously for 3 or 4 hours, you will get bored, but only the contestants will be excited. All other viewers will be thinking what these people are speaking for so long, 4 hours. So we cannot help it out. But our actual forum works like this. Just the debate competition we have conducted in as a tribute to our founder of a SICASA Speakers Forum, Subramaniam Chitu, and his entire family was there. So it was a respect and to him. So we have conducted that. It was for past 2 weeks we were back of that, and now we are back to our normal mode. So that's it about the forum. So hope to see you in the upcoming meets. And thank you so much everyone for participating in this meet and attending it. And that's it, right? So if you have any suggestions or anything to speak on, you can. Otherwise, we will end the meet. So it's already high time to end the meet. It's 10:14 now. That's it, right? Okay, bye-bye, guys. See you next Sunday.
Mama?
Bhargav,